Hello and how are you? I go by the name Mr. D, popularly known as Mr. D the Blind MC, lakini wazazi wangu walipendezwa na kupenda kuniita Dennis Wafula Wanyonyi. I'm a firstborn in a family of 4. Tumejaliwa kuwa wanaume 3 na tuko na mwanadada mmoja tu. Kuzaliwa kwangu nilizaliwa nikiwa mtoto wa kikawaida kama yule mtoto mwingine tu, lakini nilipokuwa nazidi kugrow kufika katika umri wa miaka 6 kidogo nikawa nimepatwa na gonjwa ambalo linajulikana kama cerebral malaria. Baada ya kupona sikupatikana na uwezo wa kuona tena. Maisha haya hayajakuwa mepesi, nimekuwa niking'ang'ana hapa na pale. Haswa pale shuleni nilikuwa nimesoma nimefika darasa la 2, lakini nilazimika kurejelea tena darasa hilo la 2 kwa sababu it was difficult for me to cope up and no one was understanding the condition that I just acquired. When I was not getting it easy, my parents saw me dropping in class, so they opted to take me to a private school, whereby it was discovered that I'm having a challenge with my sight. Hapo ndipo I was taken to a school in Kitale town where they did some examination finding that I am visually impaired and I will no longer read like any other child. But luckily, I really worked hard in primary. Just one of the reasons that made me to work hard was that I really wanted to be accepted into society as a very bright student, because everyone really wanted to be associated with a bright pupil. Secondly, I was going to a school whereby we had no window panes, we had no door. We went to school barefooted or even having slippers. So when I was there, I really worked hard to ensure that I got to a better school. Luckily, I managed to pass and joined St. Patrick's Waitaluk, whereby I studied there for only 1 year and my condition worsened, forcing me to join to Bungoma High School, where again I studied there for 1 year simply because I had school fees challenges and my parents could not manage to pay for me and my brother, who was even joining Form 1. I was forced to go to a day school where it has just started an integrated program for visually impaired students. Hapo ndipo I met with people like Mesh Holy Kid, Dan Light, Naomi, and many of them, whereby now I was not alone. I was now having friends who had visual impairment and disability just like me, which gave me an opportunity to work even extra harder. That is when I now discovered that I had several talents. I could sing, I could do commentary. I even participated in music where we went up to national levels. Thereafter, I participated in scouting whereby we went up to East African levels that was hosted in Kampala, Uganda, in a place called Kaazi Kamba. It was a very nice experience because scouting gave me the opportunity now to realize who I was and gave me the courage to do whatever I wanted, because in scouting we learn a lot and practice a lot. Regardless of our visual disability, we were the first visual impairment crew to go to all those levels because we never had one before. When I completed my high school education, I got a grade that I really never wanted, but it was a good grade to help me go somewhere and start with education. But since there was no school fees, I ventured into doing MCing gigs. That is when I was doing my MCing gigs, I met with one Madam Metrin Wamalwa, who was in charge of Trans Nzoia County, the Office of Persons with Disability in Kitale. She asked me where I was schooling. I told her I just did my Form 4 and finished. She told me, no, you can continue. That is when she took me to Kitale National Polytechnic, where I joined in 2020 to pursue a certificate in social work and community development. There, it is when I got enough time, went to studio and even did my first song known as Albinism, that gave me an opportunity to go even to higher heights. When people were really battling with COVID in 2020, that was the day my star was shining, because for the first time I got a chance to be aired live on Citizen TV on one Saturday, where Rashid and her fiance wife, beautiful Lulu Hassan, read out my name and that of my friend Mesh Holy Kid on what we were doing. That is advocacy using our talent, and we had done a song known as Albinism called God's Creation. It really motivated me. Later on, I also got another chance to go even perform in front of the then Deputy President, who is our President today, Mr. William Ruto. It really added a lot of value to me. It really made me who I am today. It gave me another chance to see who I am better off. When I was studying International Polytechnic, I found myself going too much into music, forgetting what gave me an opportunity to go to college, that is MCing. I went back, and for the first time, I was the first student MC in International Polytechnic to MC a full event, that is a Cultural Day event, and give a challenge to other students in International Polytechnic to take up, or rather stand and be recognized as MCs. And as we speak right now, they're doing so good. There is a lot that I've done, but now doing it just to people to ensure that disability is not inability physically was not that easy. It's when I decided doing online advocacy issues, come up with a YouTube channel where I had named it Mr. Dim Kenya. When it had just reached 1,400, I was now struggling to get the watch hours for me to be monetized. I got several copyright strikes, got several claims, because when I was saying I could use that content and it had music of people who had copyrighted their content, hence costing me a lot. There's some day when I went broke. I had a TikTok account which I had more than 4,500 people. I was forced to sell it. I went back to zero. I began afresh. As we speak right now, my TikTok account has got 2,100 followers. That's why I'm urging you, as you watch this content, kindly follow me. I'm starting all over again on my YouTube channel. Mr. D the Blind MC is having very few subscribers. Kindly, whenever you watch this content, subscribe, because I know my story will once motivate someone who is either disabled or not disabled to work hard, because whenever you stand out there, you are noticed. Because I know everyone has got an opportunity, but opportunities will never come looking for you in your houses. So whenever you watch this content, be motivated and work extra hard. That's why I'm coming to you today, urging and requesting that kindly help me go back where I was before, even make me bigger and better by giving me an opportunity of having a good number of subscriptions, liking my content so that you can get to a wider coverage, for people to be informed that disability is not inability, but just a different way of normality.